Much I can do.
A woman in Clairemont says she was alarmed when she saw this going up near her home, a new large-size power pole.
She says the metal poles have her fearing for the safety of her neighborhood, but she couldn't get answers about them from SDG&E. 10 News anchor Virginia Cha found some answers.
What's your biggest concern about these poles?
I'm concerned about my health.
Jan Brown says she noticed this big metal utility pole going up in her Clairemont neighborhood recently.
There's a lot more wires and it looks like a lot more voltage is coming off the top of those poles.
Take a look at a new metal pole versus an old wooden pole. Some residents are calling these an eyesore, and they're worried that could cost them money.
It's going to kill our property values if these monsters keep going up in our neighborhoods.
Jan's neighbor says along with property values, he's worried about the health of his kids.
I am concerned with that. I have small children, 12 and 9 years old.
Well, this is one of several steel poles crossing this section of Clairemont. It's still about a mile away from Jan's home.
The circumference is smaller.
Where there's an older wooden power pole.
The million-dollar question is, are they going to replace all the wood poles in this area with these?
We asked SDG&E that question.
There's no plan to replace all of the wooden poles in that area. The pole that was replaced was a transmission pole.
Those are fewer and farther between. As for whether the new pole has more lines and therefore more output,
it's the same, so there is no new output of electricity on that area.
SDG&E says the steel poles are upgrades because they're stronger and able to withstand the elements better. Jan still doesn't like them.
They're ugly. They stand out, they're bigger. There's nothing good I can say about this thing.
I'm Virginia Cha, 10 News.
SDG&E says steel poles improve reliability. About 3,000 wooden poles have been replaced so far, many of those in high fire risk areas.